Greetings everyone, and welcome back. Glad to have you here today, and hopefully your day's been going good so far. This is another vlog, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Nix, and this is my vlog, part of Nix's Musings. This episode of my vlog is going to be updates on what's been happening in my life. And to start, we're going to start with the medical. As some may remember, if you've watched previous vlogs, well, I have been diagnosed with a condition known as FMD, or functional movement disorder. And I had an online interview with the rehabilitation clinic here in Toronto. As some may recall, there's a very tight thing of getting into the program. So I wasn't sure if I was going to get into it because would I meet the criteria? Would they even accept me because of the multiple medical that I have? Well, turns out, yeah, they accepted me. I'm going to be in the program. I'm just waiting on the call, the email to schedule when I'll be going. At the moment, the only information I know about the program is that it is technically 3 months long, but when you break it down, it's actually only 6 weeks. The reason for that is it's every other week, so you go twice a month. And I don't know for how long in each week that you go, aka I don't know if you go a couple times in a week, you go once a week, and if it's once a week, well, how many hours is it, or is it just an hour? I haven't been given that information yet, so I don't know, but when I do know, I'll let everybody know. On that same thread, it's kind of also a disappointment, is the only thing that they will help me, or will attempt to help me with, is my balance. To help prevent my falling, help me walk better, so I may not need to use my chair. So they can't help me with my pain, they can't help me with my speech, they can't help me with my swallowing issues. So pretty much everything and anything outside of being able to walk properly and not fall, I'm in the air and being ghosted for help with. So who knows, maybe they might be able to connect me with other help, but at the moment I'm in limbo. Other but medical stuff, when it comes to my diabetes, my Dexcom is up for renewal, and I am waiting on them to approve my renewal. It's been 2 weeks almost now, and I've got 2 more sensors left, so another 2.5 weeks before my last sensor will run out. So hopefully I get an answer before then. Otherwise it's back to finger pricks until I get approved again for another 6 months. Wish they would do it for a year, but apparently they only do approvals for every 6 months. Which is annoying, but it is what it is. I'm not looking forward to having to do finger pricks. I hate finger pricks, especially when I don't feel my lows. But that's why I got my girl. She helps me to be able to be safe, but she's getting older, so she's getting tired. Speaking of which, I've also been in the process of recording an updated podcast. Now, yeah, I hear some say, you have a podcast? Pardon? What? you haven't seen anything about this. Well, there's reasons for that. The first podcast that I did only has 3 episodes, and it was done over a decade ago. So, it's been buried on my channel for a while. But now it's permanently buried because I've put it to private, so it can't be seen. But that being said, I'm going to be restarting the vlog, or not vlog, the podcast. And it is going to be the exact same as the other one. It is still going to be called Nix's Musings. Only with this rendition of it, it's going to, at first, focus on medical and disability. As time passes, I'll probably add other stuff to it like I originally had intended, but for the time being, it's mostly going to be medical related and disability related. Medical speaking, the medical conditions that I live with, but I'm also going to expand on that with medical conditions that friends might have. And I'm hoping to get a few of them to go on audio and or even video and talk about their experiences with their condition. So, as I said, that part's in the works. I've only been working on my end of it at the moment, so I'm working on other parts. And the other side of it, as I said, is going to be disability. The disabilities that I have, and which will also include, using of a wheelchair, how it was trying to use a walker or cane, wrist splints, leg braces, stuff that I've had to use over the years. But I'm also hoping to have others talk about the mobility aids that they use and how their disability affects their day-to-day lives, just as I'm going to talk about in episodes how it affects me. And another area for that, I'm also going to do probably multiple episodes on service dogs, the pros, the cons, what goes into some of the training, access, denial of access, what it's like to live with a service dog. So I know the service dog side of things will be pretty wide, because I know it's an area of topic that many people are actually interested in. So those podcasts will probably span multiple episodes. I don't know how many yet. I'm still working on the background side of things for that, but I know for sure it'll be at least 3 at the moment. So it could be its own subcast of my podcast for all I know. I don't know yet. But as I said, I know at least 3 episodes. And outside of that, for doing the podcast stuff, I'm open to anybody that would like to talk about their, disability and their medical conditions. So if you're watching this and you have a medical condition that you would like to share, please, by all means, comment below. Reach out, if you have a vlog of your own, maybe I can link it in my channel so others can view it too. Or if you have snippets that you would like me to add to a podcast, comment, share a link. Maybe we can do a collab and get your story added to my podcast so we can expand your viewership as well. Or just broaden people's knowledge about the various medical conditions that are out there. Because there are hundreds of conditions, if not millions, out there, and some of them are even orphan conditions that very few people even have ever heard about. Like, not many people have heard about porphyria. Not many people know about dystonia. There's a lot of conditions that people don't necessarily know about or have heard about. So, who knows? If you have a condition and you would like to talk about it, please comment below. If you have a disability that you would like to talk about or raise awareness for, comment below too. Maybe we can figure out something to help, spread the word. Well, as I said, that's what I'm for the podcast. This time around, I'm actually hoping to build a bit of a community with it, where we can share information. The ups, the downs, how it is to travel to different countries, how it's to travel within our own country, hockey sticks, how it's like to travel within our own cities. The ups, the downs, the barriers that we face. I know there's going to be parts of the podcast I'm going to talk about accessibility, whether it be in the wheelchair or with a service dog, or even both. So, if you have experiences that you would like to share, please, by all means. Let's see if we can get this podcast going as maybe a community and spread the word about various things that we live with and that we deal with. Outside that, when it comes to what I've been doing, I've been working, I won't call it work, I've been playing. As some may or may not know, I'm a big Minecraft fan. I've been playing it for the past 15 years, thereabouts, since it came out for the 360. And the past 2 months, I've been on this particular realm with a bunch of people, and the founder and a few others have had this major project over the past couple of weeks that we've been working on. And about 72 hours ago, give or take, we actually completed it. Or rather, we completed the digging portion of it. And there's still a lot that's got to be laid out within the excavation. Needless to say, it is a mega item sorter. And when I say mega, I mean mega. This item sorter will eventually sort around 1,000 items. But at the moment, we're only going to be going for the stackable items, so it's not going to be doing non-stackable. Which stands to reason that we might add that in the future, but at the moment, it's not something that's currently desired. We'll probably just figure another way of doing the non-stackables. I'm not sure yet, because that area is still under discussion, I think. But outside of that, the realm that I've been playing in, I've been enjoying it. It's the people in the server, or in the realm, however you want to call it, are an interesting bunch of people. Interesting is maybe a mild word, but they're a good crowd of kids. And when I say kids, I only say that because majority of them are in their 20s. There are some in their 30s. Unfortunately, as far as I currently know, I'm one of the eldest on the realm, which is interesting in its own right. But as I said, there's been some interesting times so far on that realm, and I've been really enjoying it. But right now, it's time to sign off. And if you would like to keep up to date, please hit that subscribe button. And until next time, take care.